but anyway.
Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him name your traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him name your traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let I be me instead of playing games. For chasing fame, let somebody sweat the lack of flames. No, living my life to the fullest. And shout out my halala to the fullest. Let my lungs out. I'm still rising up to greater heights. As long as
Hello, bonjour, Sanbonani. Welcome to Rise to Greater Heights Network, where you can turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. It is so significant to have a positive mindset, more especially under these circumstances. So this network has the potential to completely revolutionize every aspect of your life and career. My name is Dr. Riel Ngunene, and I'm going to be your host for today. So if you're watching us online, please feel free to put in the chat box where you're watching us from and what you hope to achieve from our podcast. Today, we are surrounded by greatness in the World Wide Web. We have amazing speakers who's going to share some nuggets on how to overcome business obstacles, how to actually overcome your obstacles in life. So in Chicago, Illinois, we have Leslie Allen Sr. And in Ohio, we have Jackie Woodgard. I've just butchered your last name, I'm so sorry. And in India, we have Dr. Vasantha Kumar. So at this moment, I'll just let our speakers to introduce themselves. You can go ahead, Ambassador Leslie.
Good morning, I'm Leslie Allen. I've got over 45 years in business and management, ministry, certified coaching, and there's a lot of nuggets I want to share with you over the next few minutes, just to help you get along and get ahead from where you are and understand what the obstacles are you have to face on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, wow. It's such a great honor to have you, sir, and I'm looking forward to hear more of your message today. You can go ahead, Jackie, and please introduce yourself. You're muted.
There we go.
There you go.
I'm Jackie Woodgard, and my author name is Jackie DeBach. And most of my life, I've worked in the sales and service industry as a hairstylist. I worked with Paul Mitchell Company as a trainer and with Mary Kay Cosmetics as a sales consultant. I've received numerous top sales and customer service awards. When I'm not writing books, in my spare time, I enjoy painting, arts and crafts projects, and I also perform on stage at Bible Walk Dinner Theater.
Oh, wow. You are such a jack of all trades. It's such a great honor to have you. It's a great honor to have you, Jackie. You can go ahead, Dr. Kumar, and introduce yourself, sir.
Very good evening from India. Dear sisters and brothers in this forum, I am Dr. Vasanta Kumar, Assistant Professor of English Literature, working in a college named Saurashtra Assumption College, Tamil Nadu, India. And I'm also running a virtual university. I'm working under the University as a Dean, Foreign Affairs. And also I'm a writer and a poet. Thank you so much for this platform.
Oh, wow. It's such a great honor to have you, Dr. Kuma. Wow. Everyone here is just a jack of all trades. You are wearing different hats and you know, I am looking forward to hear all of the messages today. So we're going to get started.
Pleasure, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
It's our pleasure.
Yes, yes. So we're going to get started. Ambassador Leslie, I have a question for you. If you happen like to have your own billboard, I can see a billboard coming down there in the busy highway in Chicago. What will your billboard say?
Lead with love.
Lead with love. I love it. I love it.
The cure to everything. It's
Yeah.
the cure to all the world's ills is love.
Yeah, you know what? Love covers everything. Love covers everything. I love it. Lead with love, because if you lead with love, really, you will just pour yourself out there. You will put your shoes in your team members' shoes. You're gonna feel everything that they feel. You're gonna go through everything that they go through. I love it. I love it. Lead with love. Wow, wow. How about you, Jackie? Maybe your billboard is already down there in the busy highway in Ohio. What will your billboard say?
My billboard would say, Destiny Travel, booking flights now. Destination, the life you've always dreamed of, departing from mundane, lonely, and Stuckville. Your destiny awaits.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The flight is just about to take off. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, it's always me with the sky, with the flight, with everything. So you just connected with me right there. I love it. How about you, Dr. Kuma? What will your billboard say?
Actually, my point is ethics and values is very, very important for the life journey. Without ethics and values, we are not able to stable in our life.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I love it. I love it. Really. Ethics and what?
Values.
Values. Wow. Yeah, because
how we behave in the society.
Yeah. Because you're going to be talking about human values anyways. Yeah, I was like, you know, I just want to listen more. I'm going to take more notes when you speak, really. I'm looking forward to hear your message. So, you know what? We are flying from Canada to Chicago right now, where we have Ambassador Leslie Allen Sr. So over the past 2.5 decades, Les Allen has researched spiritual and personal development. He has spent thousands of hours in study and real life application of the Golden Rule philosophy. So Les is a 2-time Amazon.com #1 best-selling author, business manager, coach, as well as a trainer. He is also an ordained minister with a degree in biblical studies and an ambassador of principle-based leadership. So Les is the founder of Ambassador's Way and the creator of the Miracle Making Mindset. So Les is scheduled to release his brand new coaching program, Barrier Breakers Blueprint, BBB. Wow, I love it. I love it. I love it. It's scheduled to be released early in the second quarter of this year, which we are all looking forward to hear more about it. It will include the best of miracle making mindset. Les leads by example with passion, patience, and power. You see, triple P again. From triple P to triple P. Wow, I love it. I love it. So he loves to raise others up to see and live at the pinnacle of their purpose. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Leslie Allen Sr.
Thank you guys so very much. You're way too generous. And what I want to talk to you guys today about is breaking down barriers. You know, whether you're a business owner, professional, entrepreneur, or laborer that's driven to succeed, your perception, character, and value system will eventually determine your outcomes. Compromise kills corporations, institutions, and you, Inc. Barriers are built where trust is broken, but we lend our trust where it hasn't been earned. And the big payback is we usually get burned. Sometimes in business, your best friends can be your worst enemy. So who are you? Who set your limits? What if those limits are a lie? Have you tested them? Most of us are locked outside of our own being with the keys in our hand. Did you know that there's a person deep down inside of you that you may never meet? I'm sure you heard this quote, "You shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free." Well, be the archaeologist in your own soul. Dig until you find yourself. You've been buried alive underneath superstition, unbelief, make-believe, social oppression, and self-impression. Underneath it all, you'll find the truth that sets you free. But first, it's gonna make you mad as hell. But go there and go through it. Notice I didn't say go over it or around it, because if you don't blaze a trail through a mountain, the next person will have to figure out a way to get around it. So you, be a waymaker. If you want to be a barrier breaker, you'll have to find your purpose for being. And once you've found it, spend the rest of your life doing what you were created to do. So how do you treat others? How do you greet others? Imagine this, that everyone you meet were the stranger that will eventually see your child in danger and distress at the wrong place and the wrong time. How would you then treat that stranger? This is the golden rule 2.0. Do to strangers as you would have them do to your child if they were lost and in danger. No matter who you encounter, be the light. Are you approachable? Is your response to people welcoming or repelling? Are you perceived as trustworthy? The key to being respected is not what you do, it's who you are. Be respectful at all times and you'll be respected. That doesn't mean you have to be a people pleaser. Be yourself. Critique or criticism. Reflecting before we react will give us a chance to respond. Avoid making decisions at emotional peaks at all costs, because the wrong reaction can cost you everything. The biggest obstacle most of us would ever have to overcome are the obstacles that we construct in our mind. So don't waste productive energy on negative thinking. If anyone is out to get you, give them your all. It's okay to take it personal, but don't take it personally, unless of course it is. Because bad stuff happens to good people every day. I learned how to treat other people because I was mistreated and I saw my coworkers mistreated, but they just kept on coming back. I learned how to stand up because I got tired of getting knocked down. I've experienced racism up close and personal where it affected my income and kept me from being recognized for work I had done. I didn't play the race card though, even when it was the only card left in the deck. I befriended the perpetrator. And when I had this confidence, I asked him about it and he admitted it to me. Strangely enough, I became his boss. So if you want to be a leader, you have to be willing to make unpopular decisions. You may even have to go it alone for a while, but never stop and wait, because most people are incapable of making tough decisions. But you're not most people. Be a doer, be decisive, but know this, it's not about you, it's about the goal, the mission, or the vision. See, I learned most of my to-dos from experiencing to don'ts or not to-dos. You must learn to own your mistakes. Finger pointers outnumber those that hold themselves accountable 1,000,000 to 1. And conversely, those that take ownership and hold themselves accountable are those that succeed at the highest levels, exceeding even their own wildest dreams. They are both extremely humble and yet very tenacious. learn from them, and own your actions. If I wanted to be successful, I had to take responsibility for my failures. Why did I settle for these things? When will I draw the line on compromising my own worth and my values? I went rock bottom. I started with me. I had to go to the core of who I was to become who I was created to be. I found out that my purpose is bigger than my paycheck. Get to know yourself and why you're here. We all have a reason for being. Find yours and fall in love with being and doing it. Take ownership for your life, your whole life, and don't place blame on people or circumstances. Under the circumstances, never. You are standing on the mountaintop of all that you've overcome. You don't really grow until you let go. To become an adult, you have to let go of childish things. You will get and become in life what you habitually settle for. So why not push the limits on your gifts and your talents and your current beliefs? Search, dig deeper until you find out who you were created to be. Because if you settle for being a doormat, people will walk all over you. You are not a job title, nor are you entitled. Learn, teach, earn, reach, and you trust the you that God created you to be. Most of us are far more capable than anything we'll ever attempt. You break down the barriers to you, Inc. Find your purpose, find your reasons for being, and be it. Connect with people and materials that inspire you, that touch your heart and wake you up in the spirit that will ignite you deep down in your soul. Because motivation without inspiration is just information. Find out what sparks you and pour gas on it. Take the journey to the depth of your soul. Be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Wake up, warrior, because it's your time. See, success is not what you see. It's in knowing who you are and becoming who you were created to be. A barrier breaker, a way maker. I am somebody. Thank you. Les Allen, you can reach me at ambassadorsway.com, facebook.com/allinternational. My email is iamlesallen@gmail.com or mrlesallen@yahoo.com. What I do with the
Come on now, just drop the mic, Les. Just drop the mic. You know, you just got me on fire. You really got me on fire on how I can actually break down my own barriers. You've mentioned that I shouldn't waste my own productive energy on negative thinking. And you continued saying that most people, and we're not one of those anyways, you say most people are incapable of making tough decisions. Yes, most people out there, they are incapable of making those tough decisions. Those decisions that will take them to their destiny, they are incapable. And you must learn to own your mistakes because your purpose is bigger than your paycheck. I was like, oh my goodness, wow. What a profound message. Thank you so much, Les.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So now we are flying to Ohio. Flying to Ohio. I can see our audience online. Really, they've been really inspired. So we have, I forgot the last name again, Jackie Woodgett. I believe I said it right. Jackie Woodgett is an inspirational and a purpose coach, best-selling author, and a speaker. She helps midlife moms see beyond the emptiness and fears to reignite their purpose and experience the passionate, fulfilling life of their dreams. So Jackie is like a travel agent to your destiny. Jackie's inspired journey from scissors to pen is filled with divine intervention. After 37 years coaching and encouraging clients from behind the chair as a successful full-time hairstylist and a trainer who received many top sales and customer service awards, Jackie found herself desperate for change. So at the age of not 22, but at the age of 52, Jackie discovered her purpose through the power of speaking God's word and was miraculously healed from debilitating migraines. She transformed her passion from writing into purpose, publishing 3 best-selling children's books, in 1 year. Wow, wow. As well as creating Seed for Your Soul, which is a daily devotional blog and interactive group. So God reignited her hope by restoring her marriage, and Jackie now uses her clear vision to help other midlife moms reignite their passion for life, because she believes that every woman has a divine purpose beyond motherhood. And her program, Reignite, the tiny choices, big results, launches them on their path to destiny. So Jackie has been featured as a guest on Beyond Belief, which is Shine FM in Ohio. She is known for her contagious smile and fresh analogies, which make her highly requested to speak at numerous events in person as well as online throughout the whole year. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Jackie Woodyard.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And Les, you are a tough act to follow. I want to thank you, Kanene, for sharing your audience. I hope I said your name right.
Yes.
It is an honor to be here. So, hey, friends, I heard a pastor say once, my sermon wasn't long, you were just listening slow. I know you guys are quick listeners, right? So if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. Hopefully we will be able to cover that in the end. Overcome business obstacles. I have 3 gems to share with you guys today. Number 1, when the vision is clear, the results will appear. Number 2, are your thoughts leaving you foggy? Flip your focus. And number 3, does indecision have you on the fence? Why do we face obstacles? It's a part of life, right? Everyone goes through obstacles, don't we? I believe obstacles are put in our way to see if what we want is worth fighting for. Did you know what you want? I heard it said early on in my career that the size of a woman was the measure of a woman was the that the measure of a woman was the size of the obstacle it takes to stop her. I believe that the size doesn't matter, but rather the lens that she chooses to look through. You can look through the blurry lens of your current situation. Got my binoculars here. You can see that they are backwards, because when we're looking in the blurry lens, you're seeing only the small part, what's right in front of you. And that leaves you frustrated and anxious. It's nearsighted, limited vision. Or you can choose to look at your desired outcome and be able to see beyond where you are. I found myself looking at what I didn't have. I was looking in the small end. I was looking through the wrong lens. My kids were out of the nest. I was separated from my husband, stuck in a job I hated. When I heard God say, see beyond where you are. Long story short, for the first time in a long time, I began to dream again. God placed a dream in my heart. I'm sorry, I'm getting teary-eyed. Didn't expect that. So guess what happened? Within the same year, God provided the increase, and 6 of my top 10 goals were achieved. And do you know what? Do you know what you want? When you're faced with adversity, a clear vision of your dream or goal will help you make the tough choices daily to bring about your desired end result. When your vision is clear, the results will appear. Number 2, are your thoughts leaving you foggy? What are you thinking about? What you think about, you bring about. These obstacles, it's easy to focus on. They're right in front of us. These thoughts, though, produce fear and fog. Have you ever driven in a fog? It's hard to see, right? It slows you down. It can even stop you. This is what happens when we focus on the obstacles that are in our path. When our daily choices are determined by fear, we become stuck in a fog. What would happen if you flipped your focus and began to think with the end in mind? When my daughter was about 2 years old, she was outside helping me dig out the dandelion weeds from our flower garden. She didn't view them as weeds, though. She flipped the dandelion upside down and held the root in her tiny little hand. She dipped the leaves in a mud puddle, and my weed became her paintbrush. She began to paint a pretty picture on the side of my house. She flipped the focus. What if you flipped the thoughts in your mind and focused on a clear plan to achieve your goal? One time I was speaking at a mother's group meeting, and I was talking about 5 powerful keys to rest and to help explain my fudgesicle philosophy from that book. I asked my assistant to bring me a fudgesicle on a plate, and I was going to use that for an illustration. When I picked up the plate, all that was left on the plate was a stick and a puddle of chocolate. Not what I expected. Here's my obstacle, right? So I could either focus on the hurdle or I could focus on my end objective. I held up the sticky obstacle and I asked for a show of hands. Okay, moms, who has found a familiar, sticky, forgotten plate around their house anywhere? All the hands went up and everyone chuckled. I asked a leading question to redirect them back to my end result. And I held up that plate and I said, if your Bible were a fudgesicle, would it look like this? So I held it up and then I continued to my close. The point is, when you focus on your objective, when you focus on your objective, your vision is clear and you are able to work your plan. The obstacle doesn't matter. Flip your focus and come out of the fog. Number 3, Confucius say, a man who chases 2 rabbits catches neither. I'm sure you've heard that before. You have to hop off the fence of indecision. What do you really want? A lot of times we get stuck when motivation starts to wear off. It's not exciting anymore, right? Well, this can leave us on the fence of indecision. We start questioning ourselves. Did I really want this? Jim Rohn said, motivation will get you started, but habits keep you going. Success is achieved by making tiny choices to do the daily habits that create momentum. The most important thing to overcome any obstacle is an all-in decision to daily make the tiny choices that will achieve our dream results. Are you ready to rekindle, reboot, and reignite your life? Tiny choices produce dream results. You can book a free get focused strategy session with me at jackie.woodgerd or jackiedebach.com, and be sure to download my free ebook, 5 Powerful Keys to Rest. I will drop in the info in the chat. My children's books also are available on Amazon. Thank you.
Wow, Jackie, you've mentioned that when the vision is clear, the results will appear, because that's the reason why, our audience have to book a call with you. They'll have to gain that clarity. And you've mentioned that it was a question, actually. You were like, are your thoughts leaving you foggy? Because you can't drive in a foggy area. You'll have to flip your focus. And then before you just ended, you've just mentioned that, does your indecision have you on the fence? Does it have you on the fence? Like all these questions I'm like asking myself too. So I definitely need your transformation guide. I'll definitely go out there and get it. Thank you so much, Jackie, for sharing such a profound, much needed message. Thank you so much. So now from Ohio to India, where we have Dr. Vasantha Kumar. Dr. Vasantha Kumar is an assistant professor of English at Saurashtra College, Tamil Nadu in India. He is a dean for Oxford Virtual University, and he completed his research in English literature. Dr. Kumar is an orator in Tamil. He's also a poet in Tamil with 17 years of experience teaching in higher education. He received many awards from international organizations for his published articles. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Dr. Vasantha Kumar. Unmute yourself, sir.
Very good evening from India. I'm very happy to meet my sisters and brothers on behalf of this forum. And I thank Real Ma'am for this opportunity, especially the wonderful topic, business obstacles overcome. First of all, the business is a mantra. It's not a simple thing. Business is a mantra. The mantra needs some basic seeds. Without that seeds, you are not able to run a good business. The mantra, the seed is, the first seed is, every business needs a research. Every day, a businessman always include a new type of research based on their business. And he must, that businessman or woman, that business industry must focus on new trends in their business. That new trend always based on new ideas and new long-term goals. Then only that business will have an identity in the society, and it reflects the new system. And every business maker need a power to make a decision. Within this, they must need a perfect team. There is a little line between the businesses. Every businessman must understand their customers. In between these, we want to follow some mantras. So coming to this views, first of all, I myself divide. There are two types of obstacles in our journey, especially in business journey. First obstacle is the personal values. How the businessman maintain their ethics and values, and how the businessman maintain their ethics and values for society and for the consumer and customer. The second ethics is which type of things he want to maintain in his business. For the example, after this corona, there was a great climate changes. Before this corona, we have the climate, that is situation in business area. There are so many countries. For the example, recently in Turkey, it transformed, the earthquake transformed these so many businessmen's life. The same thing in the time of corona. 100 businesses are lost their names. The same time, 100 business printed their identity. Some businesses are lost their address in corona. At the same time, we have some new emerging business trends, especially in digital area. New education formations founded in the digital area in the Corona time. So every business needs some stable identity. How we lost that type of identity because of obstacles. We are not structuring our business. Every business needs a proper structure. How we are going to entertain our business in a great goal, to achieve a great goal. Every business wants to portray for social values. If I'm doing a business, if I make a selfish activities, it will be made a bad result only. Every businessman should focus social values, social realism. If I'm going to introduce a product to the society, that product must be used by a child, will be used by a child or a adult. It will be have some quality and quantity. That quality and quantity must be following all the years. In between, they change the quality and quantity because of the money. So that's why I mentioned the first obstacle, ethics and values. Every ethics and values will produce good things, good values. In all the sectors, in education, business, in a manufacturing business, in engineering business, all the sectors. And every business must focus with the private business or a government doing some business. It focuses on their credit only for their society. At the same time, climate changes. Sometimes we are not able to focus with climate actions. That will be make some storm in the business. And my next point is legislation values. Every business activities must follow some laws. Each businessman must learn their laws. Then only they introduce the labors. Somebody follows laws. Even I have one research, and I have the topic, I have one research. In India, there are so many companies, so in India, the government boosts up the small scale industries. The small scale industries they are ready to run their business, but they are not understand what the basic needs. Still, there are some companies doesn't have a website, doesn't have a proper email ID, doesn't have a proper phone number, doesn't have a proper internet sources. Then I'm going to search more research. What happened in India, the same thing happened in Nigeria, Canada, and Australia, and all those countries. So we need updation. Now we are in digital era. So the era need what? Digitalized platform. So every company must update their website, basically. Then only we are going to reach our product to the society. So these are my unique points for our wonderful topic, the business obstacles. My main point is every business needs structure and ethic values. Thank you so much to this forum, especially Real Ma'am. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Dr. Kumar, you've mentioned from the get-go, you are like, business is a mantra, because every business, what do they want? They want to portray social values. And towards the end, you've mentioned that businesses must follow the law. There is a protocol for each and every business in order for that business to operate. You've mentioned the registration. You've mentioned that they should be updating their contacts, this and that. Wow, what a profound message, and much needed really around business. It's around operating your own business. It doesn't matter if you're in India. It doesn't matter if you're in the US. It doesn't matter if you're in Canada. You should follow the law of that state. Thank you so much, Dr. Kuma, for such a profound, much needed message. Thank you. So to our audience online, I can see, oh my goodness, let me just read the comments. I can see Mariah, she's watching with us, and Gladys Shabango, she's saying, yes, I'm from Chicago, watching from Chicago. Welcome, Gladys. And Mariah is saying that she's ready to break the barriers. Yes, we need to break all those barriers. I can see Anna Lee, I can see Benoit watching, and Princess Sebe is saying that business is a mantra. Yes, it is a mantra. I can see that our audience have been really inspired, they've been motivated. So our audience online, please feel free, if you happen to have any questions to any of the speakers today, if you happen to have any questions for Ambassador Leslie, if you have any questions for Jackie, if you have any questions for Dr. Kuma, please drop them in the chat box, and then we will come back and attend to your questions at the end of the podcast. But before we call it a day, you know, it's not gonna be a podcast without me showing up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be the next speaker. But before I speak, I'll just, I'll just share my bio. Let me see. I'll share my bio with you, and then I will come back and speak. So please enjoy.
I want you, as you think about your dreams and goals, to put this down. Rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights, because you need to be clear about your career goals in order for you to gain guidance on professional development. Really, my goal as a mentor or as a coach, it's so simple. My goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs and other potential obstacles that you might be facing, and then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to pursue success and drive sustainability.
I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel and Kunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. Mom. So I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel and Kunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights.
Dr. Nampumelelo Rial Kunene is an international human rights policy analyst who consults on policies and procedures related to human rights compliance. She is a highly sought-after, energetic, certified Lace Brown international speaker. This passionate leader holds a PhD with a discipline in leadership and business. Dr. Rial N. Kunene is the author and host to Rise to Greater Heights, a book and YouTube channel to turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. She is also a coach, mentor, and an MC, well known for encouraging many to rise from mediocrity into greatness. Her vision is not only to motivate, but also to empower audiences with a fresh perspective inspiration they require to pursue success and drive sustainable outcomes. In a seriously funny way, Dr. Kunene is an award-winning author, 10 times #1 Amazon and international best-selling author. Her #1 best-selling book, Rise to Greater Heights, has inspired and empowered many to pursue their personal and professional passion to become go-getters. As a trainer, diplomacy protocol officer, and strategist, Rial believes that we are in full control of our choices. Her mission is to meet the needs and transform lives of her clients and her audience. She is also a true advocate for creating new policies that uphold human rights and prevent human rights violations. Dr. Kunene's purpose is to teach everyone about human rights and help organizations understand and promote human rights. Her goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs, then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to achieve specific outcomes in your life. This change maker, trailblazer, and revolutionary is pushing boundaries and creating a real change worldwide. Like a phoenix that never accepted defeat and rose from its own ashes, she wants to challenge you to unleash your greatness and rise to greater heights. Dr. Rial N. Kunene wears many hats. As a professional certified sales manager, CEO, certified travel counselor, publisher, medical esthetician, philanthropist, and a commissioner for oaths, following her dreams gave her purpose to see her goals through and understand that she does have everything she needs to reach her full potential. Her everyday message is that your journey to be a better person starts with you. So knowing who you are to your core will make you understand that you are the only one who can accomplish your dreams. Hebrews 11, Psalms 27 and 40 keeps her to rise to greater heights. The sky is no longer the limit, but now the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Kings and queens, please join me. Welcome, Dr. Rial N. Kunene.
Oh wow, oh wow. Thank you so much. Amazing. Because honestly, you've just set the bar high for me. I was like, it's gonna be hard to fit in those shoes, but you know what? I'm gonna try to be as motivational as ever before, because Les, he started by telling us he actually showed us how to break down our barriers, our limitations, something that's holding us back from even, taking the first baby step in the right direction. And then Jackie on the other side, she was like, are your thoughts leaving you foggy? You'll have to flip your focus, and instead of being in that foggy circumstances, you'll have to flip your focus. And Dr. Kuma on the other side, he shared everything on human values and studies, really. So I'm like, it's high time we overcome those business obstacles. It's high time. So if you can please write it down, overcome business obstacles. If our speakers can please mute themselves as I speak, I would really, really appreciate that. Overcome business obstacles. Overcome business obstacles, because you know what, being your own boss, really, it can be one of the most rewarding experiences of your life. The first piece of advice, though, I will just offer to you, if you wanna maybe quit that full-time job and go full-time on entrepreneurship, I will say do a reality check and see if this area is called for to be yours. Or maybe you'll have to do board business and go full-time on employment. But when one thinks of being their own boss, just picture this. You've spent so many years working on your job that hasn't been what you really wanted for your life. But you smile because you know what? It's almost over. Let's face it, being your own boss, really, it has so many rewards. And one of the first thing that comes into mind is the freedom that you'll be able now to set your own hours. Like my everyday book, it says that for as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also. So you'll have to put in the work in order for you to see the results too. So from my personal experience as an entrepreneur, really, having a good sense of strategies to guide you as you try to make that shift, it could help you to determine if this path is for you. You probably should follow your passion profitable. Why? I'm glad you've asked that, because it dictates why you do what you do and why your business exists in the first place. So good people, you really don't have to see the whole staircase in life, but you need to take the first step to get to the top. As my mentor always say, that you don't have to be great to get started, but you'll have to get started to become great in life. So get started today, get started. In order for you to be successful in business, in order for you to overcome those business obstacles, you'll have to get organized. There is only one true thing to power you forward and help you to stay on top of the things to be done: by being organized. So to be successful in business, you need to be organized. And it takes a certain kind of mind to actually think outside the box. Think outside the box in situations to find the value in every new circumstance that you come across. Because all successful businesses, they keep detailed records. And a good way to do this is to kind of, create a to-do list each and every day. Like, this is what I'm going to cover this day. This is what I'm going to cover this week. And you also need to learn how to manage your own fears. Just knowing this, it gives you time to create strategies to overcome any challenge that you might come through. Because it was Oprah Winfrey who once said, the thing that you fear has no power. Your fear of it is what it has power. So facing the truth, really, it will set you free. And this message really started something within me, really. So if you want to separate yourself from the crowd, your key should be a system of continuous innovation, continuous learning. It's a wake-up call, good people. All these amazing speakers have shared more nuggets on how you can actually overcome your business obstacles. So it's a wake-up call. But when that alarm clock goes off, please don't ever hit the snooze button. Don't be like, I will wake up in the next 2 minutes. I will wake up in the next 4 minutes. You know what? Forever is a long time. Why don't you wake up? Get going. And you know what? Understand finance and the risk involved in it. You'll have to understand it. Understand it even before you even get started with that business, because the key to being successful is taking calculated risk to help your business grow. And the reality of most successful businesses is that you will need money. And this knowledge, really, it will help you. It will allow you to take the kind of calculated risk that can generate tremendous rewards within your business. And also another thing that you'll have to do within your business, you'll have to grow as a leader. You need to grow as a leader. Stay focused on achieving your short-term goals. Just because you've opened your business, it doesn't mean that you will start seeing money coming in. You will start generating income right away. You will find principles about us as human beings that many of us we think about brilliant ideas, but we never try hard enough to achieve those ideas. One who can fail miserable and not being scared to dust themselves off again and try again and again. I consider that person a fearless person. That person to me is truly fearless. As flight attendants always say that, put on your oxygen mask first before you assist others, because if you don't, you and the other person that you're trying to help, really, you could possibly go down if that flight goes down. So put on your oxygen mask first to yourself before you go out there and try to save the world, because the reality is your journey to be a better person starts with you. So knowing who you are to your core, it will make you understand that you have everything around you to reach to your full potential. So don't ever give up on your heart's desires. Just recall this, just in case you can't find the way, you can have the drive within you to become what you really want in life. You know what? I believe in affirmations. Can we all affirm this by, let's place our left hand on our chest and raise your right hand as an affirmation. Say, I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. Can you say it one more time as if you have faith in your own powerful voice? And guess what? It will echo throughout the whole universe. I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. Yes, you can have that drive within you. Just give yourself a round of applause, because you can have that drive within you to get where you wanna go, to become what you really want in 6 months, because the power is just within you. It's within you. It's not outside of you. It's within you. So you can have that drive. You know, it's so funny how my mom and dad gave me this beautiful, beautiful name, Nompumelelo. I know many, when they try to say my name, Nompumelelo, they always butcher my name. So I'm used to that. But really, Nompumelelo in my own language, it means mother of all success. So you can see that I am really, really challenged to chase after success. No matter what comes my way, I'll have to chase after success. So if I may ask you, how many of you have dreams and goals that you want to achieve? Maybe let me say in the next 6 months. I know myself, I am one of those. I want you, as you think about your dreams and goals, to put this down. Rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights, because you need to be clear about your career goals in order for you to gain guidance on professional development. So as a coach or as a mentor, like many of us here, my goal is so simple. My goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs and other potential obstacles that you might be facing, and then design a plan of inspired actions to empower you to achieve specific outcomes in your life. You know, I so wish that you can just tell yourself that, you know what, I've had everything now. I'll have to go out there and be the change. I'll have to go out there and make a difference within my business, within myself, within my community. I'll have to make that difference. But in order for you to go out there and be the change and make a difference, really, you've got to be hungry. You've got to be hungry like a hungry lion in the jungle. Really, that hungry lion in the jungle, if you look at it, it doesn't matter what kind of animal comes this way. It doesn't matter if you had a giant elephant or that small squirrel by the jungle. All that hungry lion sees in front of his face is lunch. And it's so funny because even with elephants, when they see a lion, what they do is that they run. It's all about the mindset. Once you believe, you become. They already told themselves that, you know what, I am a lunch to that lion. So each and every time when I see a lion, I'll have to run. I believe that we need the lion mindset in order for us to overcome any obstacle in our way, in our businesses, in our lives, really, because that's the lion mindset that will take us into greater heights. Because I believe that we all rise together and we rise to greater heights by lifting each other up. We're not here to tear anyone down. We're not here to step on another person, but we will have to lift one another. So that's the best way to rise to greater heights, by lifting one another. You know, it's so funny. When I was in the 8th grade, I'm just gonna cut this story short. When I was in the 8th grade, I was nicknamed Phoenix. I was nicknamed Phoenix after writing a composition using the idiomatic expression that says, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix bird, meaning I became successful again. Really, that English teacher, she didn't know that the nickname Phoenix, it resonates with me. And it also aligns with my destiny. So for those of you who don't know the phoenix bird, the phoenix is a Greek mythological bird believed to rise from its own ashes after being buried like hundreds of years ago. This immortal creature acquires new life by rising from the ashes of its own ancestor, which represents our capacity for vision and success. So I want to encourage you, if you're watching and listening under my voice today, when your world comes crashing down, really, try to weigh your scars and show how a phoenix feels like to die from inside. And trust in your own capability to rise from your own ashes, since the phoenix has to die, burn, and experience pain before resurrection from its own ashes. Please write this down in conclusion. Resilience to greatness. Resilience to greatness. And I know you've heard this before, that your setback is your setup for your comeback. Your setback is your setup for your comeback. So if I can be honest with you, I don't know what goals you've set for the next 6 months. I don't know what dreams you have for your own future, but here is one thing I know about you. You are destined for greatness. Inside of you, God has put seeds of excellence. Those seeds are supposed to grow and flourish. But many people have become crippled by their past encounters, and some have stepped over other people to get to the top. But I believe that with God, we are all destined for greatness as long as we follow his strategy. This is when the growth commences, because discovering your gifts and following God's idea, it will make you understand that you have everything around you to reach to your full potential. My everyday inspiration, Mr. Les Brown, he once said, if you had to die today, at this very moment, at this hour, what dreams, what ideas, what visions, what goals, what skills, what talents, and what books will die with you? And the late Dr. Miles Monroe continued saying that the richest place on this planet is the cemetery, because that's where all the goals, all the visions, all the skills, all the talents have been buried. Honestly, I don't know about you, but with me listening to all these amazing messages, it just gave me sleepless nights. And I remember it very well when I started journaling my first book, and now I have 10. That was when I decided, you know, I was like, it's high time I follow my dreams, which gave me a purpose to see my goals through and understand that I do have everything around me to reach to my full potential. So this year, I'm really determined. I'm really determined to rise to greater heights with as many motivated professionals, motivated individuals who are just ready to skyrocket their income. So I offer a free, no obligation, 30-minute friendly Zoom consultation call because this will allow me to find out more about the issues that you're experiencing, and we can discuss any questions or any concerns you may have. So if you are a public speaker, if you are an author or coach, you know, an entrepreneur who wants to multiply your income by doing what you love and making a real impact the way we are doing it, so go out there and book that consultation call on my website, www.risetogreaterheights.com. You know, because I honestly, I just want to empower you to become highly effective and an inspiring leader with a personalized, measurable, but a scalable program. And yes, it comes with a guarantee. I know there are many coaches out there who will promise you something, but they will never be able to fulfill it. So I will show you, I will really show you the smart way to elevate your brand and give you the keys to unlock. You know, you'll have to unlock your freedom at the end of the day, unlock your freedom and live a balanced life. So perhaps maybe you just want to write and publish your book within 90 days. Trust me, I can definitely guarantee that I can help you do that, because my ultimate goal is that you feel extremely confident about your purpose. We are here to serve our purpose. You are here for a purpose, to serve our purpose. So with me, you're just going to gain clarity, learn about your mind, and take action to create your own unique transformation, because we will take it, you know, we will take it one step at a time, one day at a time. And if you give me your why, I will give you your how. I will show you the how. And this consultation, honestly, it will offer you accountability, education, growth, as well as success. Why am I doing this? Why am I offering something for free? It's because I can help you, because I've been there, I've done that, I've seen what works for me and what doesn't work for me. I remember myself 5 years ago, I was so lost in the hustle. I was really exhausted and overwhelmed. I had a ton of ideas, but there was no tried and true strategy that can run with my ideas. So it was only when I invested in coaching and created my first premium offer that things started to change, and I built an income generating business doing what I love and making a real impact in the world. So now it's your turn. It's your turn to build your world. The power is within you. No one else has the power. So if your current business doesn't generate enough sales, maybe you feel stuck or you're just lacking direction, it means that you'll have to book that consultation call with me. So go out there, www.risetogreaterheights.com, and book that call. Just give yourself, you know, give yourself a second chance, because I am a result-driven coach. So I'm going to teach you strategies and techniques on how you can overcome your weaknesses, face your fears, and successfully move forward. So go out there and book that call now, because, you know, growing up, I didn't have much in life because my father decided to have an early departure from this planet Earth. And I thank God that I missed that flight, because I'm still here. I'm still sharing my message, because I had everything because of my mama's love. And I love you so much, Mom. So I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. So from today onwards, just tell yourself that, you know what, the sky is your point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Thank you so much, amazing speakers. So at this moment, please feel free to share with the audience how can they reach out to you, your freebie, and share your final thoughts as I check if maybe there are questions being posted on our live, and then I will come back. So Ambassador Les, the stage is yours, sir.
Yes, ambassadorsway.com. I have a free gift called From Doubt to Destiny, the 5-step formula to reach your legacy. And it's very profound, and it can be worked and used by anybody, because when it comes down to it, there's always a formula to get where you need to go. We just have to apply those principles long enough to allow them to work for us. The recipe to your success is what you have in your heart. You have to stir it up, build it up, come alive in your spirit. And like I said again, take that little spark you got and put some gas on it. And live your life to the fullest. I believe in you because I believe in me. When I didn't believe in me, God believed in me long enough to stick with me, to give me a chance to wake up and become the warrior I am today. And I know you deserve the same opportunity, the same chance. And I pray that you get it. www.ambassadorsway.com. IamLesAllen.com, all international at Facebook. Love to talk to you guys, love to inspire you, love to be a blessing to you in any way I possibly can.
Wow, thank you, my brother. I believe our audience will reach out to you for sure. Ambassadorsway.com. Go out there, good people, and reach out to Les. You really need him. You really need him. You can go ahead, Coach Jack here, and share with the audience, please.
All right, you can reach me at jackie.woodgerd or jackiedebach.com. And I have my free ebook that I'm going to put available to you, 5 Powerful Keys to Rest. And it's not just for parents. These principles apply to everyone. We are all busy, stressed out, but God wants us to walk in his rest. So this will be so exciting for you. I also wanted to share just a quick tip that I have found works really good for people. If you don't know what you want, set a timer for 30 minutes. Think about what you want. Think about why you want it and write it down. Best-selling author John Acuff said, if your dream isn't worth 30 minutes, you either have the wrong dream or you're pretending to have one. Do you know what you want? I can help you get there at jackie.woodgerd or jackiedebach.com. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Go out there, good people. Go out there. Set the timer. That was inspiring. Oh my God, this is blocking. So go out there and reach out to Jackie. Go out on her website, jackiedebach.com, and get that freebie that she's offering, that book that she has just shared with us, because it's really life-changing. You need someone to hold you accountable. You can go ahead, Dr. Kuma, and share with the audience, please.
Again, good evening from India. Live with the peace and with the value of education, especially in ethics and values. Follow your ethics and values in your life. It will be enrich your business, your life and lifestyle always in this world. Follow your ethics, not only in your views, in the world views. Okay, this is my suggestion, and please contact me through my university, that is AXFA Virtual University, www.axfauniversity.org. I will send my address to the chat box. And thanks for the opportunity. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Love and peace is important for life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kuma. Yes, I believe our audience will reach out to you. We need to live by ethics as well as values. So they're gonna go out there. I believe you're gonna share the link on the live chat, and then they will just click on it, and then they will follow you for sure. Thank you so much, our amazing speakers. Really, your time here. Okay, Oxford. Let me read it.
AXFA University.
So it's oxfaauniversity.org. Go out there, good people, and reach out to Dr. Kuma, Oxford as in oxfaauniversity.org, and reach out to him. You really need him. You really need him. When you want to live by ethics and values, he's the right person to reach out to. So thank you so much to our amazing speakers, really, for being with us here at Rise to Greater Heights Network. We don't take your time here for granted. So we are so honored. We are so humbled. We are like, it's a privilege to have all of you on this platform. We thank you for your time. And to our audience online, I can see our audience online. I believe Kathy Green, Allen, yes, I believe she's saying breaking all the barriers, and Princess Sebe, I already read her comment. So all our amazing audience really have been inspired, they've been motivated. Now they are ready to rise to greater heights. So thanks to you, our amazing speakers. So our amazing audience online, thank you so much for joining us here at Rise to Greater Heights Network, where you can turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. I hope from all these amazing messages, from all these amazing speakers, you've been inspired, you've been motivated, and you are ready to rise to greater heights. So do join us next week at the same time, same place. Thank you. Merci. Siyabonga.
Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let I be me instead of playing games. For chasing fame, let somebody spread the lack of flames. No, living my life to the fullest and shout out my halala to the fullest. Let my lungs out. I'm still rising up to greater heights as long as